is working exactly how we want. So we're going to start off with a little 10-minute warm-up, guys. Let's start at the base of your mat, facing forwards. Slowly fold in half, walk your hands out. Fantastic. Roll over your toes and extend your spine and look up towards the sky. Feel that extension in the spine, and then roll back over the toes and walk yourself back in. This is Opal Fortet Remix. I love this tune as a warm-up. It really creates an amazing atmosphere. So we're going to walk back out, roll over the toes, get into this lovely tall cobra position here, roll back over the toes, and then walk back in with your hands until you come to the full hanging position. That's the second time. Slowly walk forward with your hands, get into your full press up position, roll over your toes, extend the spine, look up. Feel that stretch in the lower back and pull those shoulder blades down, and then roll back over the toes, extending the spine, pushing yourself slowly, hand by hand, back in towards your feet, hang over the top, let that stretch out. That's a third. We're going to walk back out for a fourth. That's about a minute's worth of these lovely walkouts with the forward fold and the cobra extension. Here, guys, make sure the knees are off the ground. You can see that they're moving. It means the top of my toes and the top of my foot are flat on the floor, and I'm pushing my palms into the ground, extending my spine. Roll back over the toes, walk yourself back in towards the feet, keeping the legs straight, hang over the top, and then in this fully folded position, bend the right knee and straighten the left. So I'm going to show you a bit more from a side angle. Bend the right knee, straighten the left, and you can see that this left leg now is stretching all the way down the back of that leg and into the glute. Now if I switch my legs over onto the opposite side, I'm going to feel the same stretch on the opposite side, and you can see that change, how much I've bent this left knee and how straight this right knee is. Stay folded over the top and alternate from side to side so that we start to mobilize the back of those hamstrings and hips. And you can see here I'm sort of tilting my pelvis with that straight leg so that I can create a huge twist almost in that pelvis and a weight distribution change that really allows me to get into those hips. And I've just felt a lovely little release in those hips right up at the top of those leg bones and the femur and that hip joint. And just opening that out, guys, is such a good way to do it. Straighten both your legs, interlock your hands and elbows, and then move your feet slightly wider so that you take a wider position, just slightly wider than the hip. Sit into a squat and lift your chest into this position, and then straighten your legs and look through your legs behind you. So you get this lovely forward fold. I'm going to do that from the side so that you can see that from the side. Straight legs, folded over the top, legs nice and wide, swoop down, extend your spine, sit down into those hips so you can see that deep squat position, and then straighten those legs and look behind you. Lovely, big stretch. Let that open up and then sit down into it, extend the spine, lift the chest, press the feet apart, extend the spine and then push them straight and look behind you. Lovely stretch this one, guys. You can see if I bounce this a few times with my legs straight, it's just going to really pull on those hamstrings and get that lower back nice and long. And then swoop down, extend the spine into this deep resting squat and then push into that straight leg position. And I'm really looking through my legs there. From this position, I want you to sit down into a deep squat and bring your palms together in front of you. Press the knees out, extend the spine, and feel your hips tilt backwards so that you can feel this lovely inner thigh stretch. You're going to feel the groin. Stay down there, guys. I'm just going to pop some lights on just so you can see me a bit clearer because I'm backlit at the moment. Just a little bit of extra light. Sitting deep into that squat and pressing those knees apart. So the heels are grounded, the toes are pointed out, the knees are pointed out. Extend the lower back and lift the chest. And you can see I'm sitting into those hips and I'm going to slightly move myself from side to side. Good, we're 4 minutes 30 into this warm-up, guys. Just opening up those key muscles, especially on those inner thighs and those hamstrings, as we've held this for a good 20 to 30, 40 seconds now. Straighten those legs up, put the hands on the ground, and then slowly unravel the spine so that we're coming to that top position. Let that lower back stretch. And when you come to that full standing position, come to the bottom of your mat again. Good, again, take a big step forward. We're going to lunge forward, guys. We're going to frame the feet with the hands, which means both hands are going to come down either side of the foot. So big step forward, frame the feet with the hands. Now the same hand that's down on the floor, the same side as the foot that's down, so left foot's forward, I'm going to twist with my left arm and then back down again, and then I'm going to lift my hands and push my body weight back. Okay? So we're going to do the same on the opposite side. We're going to do the right leg down, hands down, turn that right body round, that right hand round, lift the hands, and then push the leg back. 2. Good. So we're really stretching out the back of this leg and hip, and then we're opening up the spine and the upper back with this lunge and twist. Hand down and step back. Good. So big step forward with the right foot, frame the floor, and then right arm round, twists, opens, right arm down, and steps back. Good. 4. Hands down, big lunge, twist the left arm round, big opener, and see if you can create more and more space with each one of those. 5. Big step, right foot forward down, right arm twist. 6. Step back. Good. Left foot forward and twist. 7. And step back. And final one, right foot down, right arm twist, right arm down, lift, and step back. Good. Turn 90 degrees and take a big step out to the side. Open out those hips, open out those arms wide, so we take a big star shape. Hinge at the hip, extend the spine. You can see my back is flat, so I'm tilting my pelvis back behind me up towards the sky, and then lift back up. So we're getting a sort of good morning, which is a straight leg deadlift, in this straight leg position with the feet wide, so wide leg. And then on the 4th one, we're going to fold over the top. So this is a wide leg forward fold. And then with your hands nice and low on the floor, see if you can bend those arms and let your chin tuck into the chest. Let those inner thighs stretch. Press the outside of the feet into the floor so the arches lift off the floor slightly. See if you can get your elbows down and then lift your chest up onto the fingertips and then bend the elbows into it. 2. Good. Forward fold. 3. Chest up. Forward fold. Boom. And then slowly walk your feet together. So we've just given those inner thighs a lovely bit of space. Okay? And then slowly unravel the spine again. Fantastic. Good. We're going to do a little bit of opening up of the glutes before we do some leg swings. So, forward fold, walk yourself out, hold it in your press up position, lift your right leg and then bring it across your body so that it's off the mat. You can see how far across the body it's come. I'm going to push those hips down into the middle and then step that foot back. I'm going to hold this downward dog for a few seconds, lift the left leg and take it off the mat to the opposite side and let that hip sink into it. So it's a less aggressive pigeon pose that you'd see in yoga. You can see I'm going to paddle my heels up and down to open up my calves. Now we've added that in, and we're going to bring the knee off the mat again and lean into it. So we create this lovely twist in the lower back and glutes. Good. Lift that right leg out behind you, paddle the heels one after the other, extending the spine, keeping those arms straight. Lift the left leg, go across the body, and push that hip down. Good. Extend it, paddle the heels down. One more on each side, guys. Lift the right leg, go across, push the hip down, and then extend it. Push those heels. 3, 2, 1. Lift the left leg off, and push those hips into it. And then step back. Good. So you can jump the feet in, stand up, and we're going to do a little kick through. So step forward with the left foot, kick the right leg, step back, step forward with the right foot, kick through, step back, and alternate from legs to leg. So keep going through this, guys. I'm going to explain. The first part of our workout is a small 12-minute AMRAP. AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible, AMRAP. So we're going to do 12 minutes continuous as we do 4 different exercises. The 4 exercises we're going to do are 10 mountain climbers, nice and slow, 10 butterfly crunches, 10 squat pulses, and 10 through the needle, which will be 5 on each side. So keep going with your kick through. I'm going to demonstrate those 4 exercises and then we're going to get into the AMRAP once we know what we're doing. So a mountain climber, which we're going to do 10 of in the first set, looks like this. Get your upper body forward over your elbows and your shoulders in line with your wrists. Bring your knee in underneath the body and then shift your weight forward as you do it. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 10 of those. Then I'd like you to spin over. Bring your feet together and your knees wide. This is called a butterfly crunch. You're going to sit up, touch the floor in front of you, lie back and touch the floor in front of you. I'm going to give alternatives for all of these guys. The third exercise is a squat pulse, which looks like that. Squat pulse up and down. So you have a little bounce at the bottom of every single rep. And the fourth exercise is a through the needle, which is resting in a side plank. Have your bottom leg forward and your top leg back slightly. Straighten both of your legs and have your elbow beneath the shoulder. Lift the hip, turn in so you create rotation and out. So we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we're going to change and do 5 on the opposite side, 10 in total. So we're going to work through those 4 exercises continuously and get as many rounds out as you can. If you can't keep to speed with me, just do however long it takes me to do 10 reps and then change with me and do the reps that you can do in the time it takes me to do 10. So there's no pressure to get 10 on every single round, you can just follow my lead. I'll be explaining as I go along. In terms of doing something a little bit easier or a slightly alternative option, when you're doing this mountain climber, if you want to do a shoulder tap instead, because that feels a little bit easier, do that for 10. And if that feels too tough, do a plank and shift your heels forwards and back for 10. That's a plank shift. Those are your alternatives. So you've got either a shoulder tap or a plank shift instead of the mountain climb. Instead of the butterfly crunch, instead of this all the way up, you can just do a half crunch, yeah? Or you can just do leg raise with both legs, yeah, for 10. Those are your 2 alternatives. The third one, which is a squat pulse, your alternative, it's slightly easier, it's just a normal continuous squat for 10. And the fourth exercise on the through the needle, if you find it difficult to do it on the feet, like this, bend your knees, stack them on top of one another, lift your hip and turn and do it on the knees as an alternative, okay? So we're going to get into this, it's going to be a little 12-minute AMRAP, guys. For 13 minutes from the beginning of our session, we're going to get smashed into this 12-minute AMRAP. I'm looking forward to this, guys, okay? So psych yourself up. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit so that we can get a few more of the vibes. You'll still be able to hear me over the top, and then we'll crack on, all right? Looking forward to it, guys. Come on, let's get it, let's get it. So, 12 minutes. First exercise is 10 climbers. Stay with me, I won't be rushing it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. In, 1, shift your heels, 2, shift your heels forward, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn, feet together, knees out wide, butterfly crunch. So a little 12-minute warm-up hit, guys. 1, 2, big stretch, 3, up and through it, 4, squeeze and curl the upper body forward, 5, touch the floor in front of your feet, 6, up and through, 7, up and through, 8, up and through it, 9, good, and 10, good, up into your squat pulse, Onto your feet. The transitions are really important, guys, when we're doing an AMRAP. 1, 2, because we're trying to get as many rounds and reps as we can. 3, 4. Let's see what we can get in 12 minutes, guys. 5. Let's see what the first one looks like. 6, 7, 8. Good. Activating those glutes and hamstrings. 9 and 10. Good. Into your through the needle. We're going to do 5 on each side. Get your feet staggered. Lift your hips. Turn the hip in. 5. Turn. 4 and 3. Hips up. Stay forward. 2 and 1. I'm going to spin straight onto my opposite side. Bottom leg forward. Big twist. 5. Turn in and out. 4. Turn in and out. 3. Turn in and out. 2 and 1. Fantastic. First round. Took us 1 minute 50. So it's roughly 2 minutes. We get straight into that climber. 1, 2. I can feel those core muscles switching on now. 3 already. 4, 5, 6. So we should get 6 minimum rounds in. 7, 8. But we can speed up. 9 and 10. Spin. Feet together. Over the top. 10. Up and in. 9. Up and in. 8. Good. Those abdominals are working nicely. 7. Up and in. 6. Good. 5. 4. Stay. Curl the chin in and tuck yourself forward. 3. Big stretch. Forward to 2. Last one. 1. Good. Stand up. Into your squat. Let's see if we can get that transition. 1. So 2. We're really trying to keep 3 ourselves moving for these 12 minutes. 4 and 5. And it's not too high intensity. 6, it's continuous. 7, so it's like a cardio. 8, but we're activating our core muscles. 9, and our glutes and hamstrings. 10, and those are the key muscles to get ready for our larger, more intense HIIT second one round. 2, turn in and rotate. 3, 4, turn in and 5. Good. Spin. Get the opposite leg under. 5, big twist. 4, 3, 2, second round done. Good. That's it. That's where we are. Yes. 340. So we're keeping that speed up. 1, 2, mountain climbers. Third round. 3, 4, 5, 6. Shift your weight forward. 7. Step back. 8, 9, 10. So we've got a little bit of the upper body working on that, which is nice to stabilize. 1. And we'll start to try and push the speed a little. 2, 3, curl up and in. 4, stretch and curl. 5, and through it. 6, 7, 8, big stretch. 9 and 10. Into your squat pulse. Up you get. And bounce at the bottom of every rep. 1, keep your chest up. 2, sit into it. 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, getting that tempo now. 8, sweat starting to come off the nose. 9, just warming up, guys. 10, through the needle. Onto that side. Transition quickly. Turn in. 5, 4, 3, getting that rotation. 2, big turn. 1, swivel. Turn. 5, 4, legs straight. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. 5:30. We're on schedule for this 1 minute 50. Every single round. This is round 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shift your weight forward. 10, butterfly. Knees out wide, up and in. 10. Up and in. 9. Good. 8. 7. And 6. Push. 5. Squeeze those upper abs. 4. Bring your chest into your toes. 3. Up and through it. 2. 1. Into that squat pulse. Chest up. 10. So I'm moving quicker through it. 2. 3. 4. Chest high. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Into that through the needle. Quick change. Transition. 5. Turning. 4. I'm starting to attack it a little bit more. 3. 2. 1. Turn. That's the thing about an AMRAP. There's never a rest. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. 7, 4, 15. Yeah, that's a bit quicker. Come on. Round 5. 1, 2, 3. Mountain climber. 4. Stay with me. 5, 6, 7. Bring that knee high into the chest. 8, 9, 10. Swivel. Feet together. Up and in. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze those upper abs. 7. Up and in. 6. Curl. 5. Curl up and in. 4. Come on, gang. 3. Let's do it. Squeeze in. 2. Come on. Round 5. 1. Up into that squat tap. Squat pulse. 1. No, that's not 1. That's 1. Come on. 2. No skipping. 3. Chest up. 4. 5. 6. Chest high. 7. Come on. 8. Chest nice. 9. And 10. Using those legs to really get into it. Through the needle. Round 5 almost done. 1. Big turn. 2. Big turn. 3. Big twist. 4. And in. 5. Turn. Swivel. In and under. 1. Good. 2. In and under. 3. Turn. 4. Big turn. 5. Fantastic. Mountain climber. 10. I didn't even look at the time. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. That's the AMRAP vibe, guys. It's continuous. Butterfly. 1. 9:18. 2. Come on, we got 3 minutes. 3. Up and in. 4. This is round 6. 5. Come on. 6. How much can we get into that 7th round? 7. Squeeze. 8. Big stretch. 9. Forward and into it. 10. Stand. Squat. Pulse. Chest up. 10. Chest up. 9. Squeeze those glutes. 8. Good. Keep your chest up. 7. Squeeze your bum. 6. Come on, guys. Push those heels into the ground. 5. 4. Pulse in at the bottom. 3. Come on, guys. Stay with me. Push it. 2. And 1. Into that through the needle. Underfoot. Turn. 5. Big twist. 4. Leg straight. 3. Keep over this elbow. 2. Don't let it go ahead of the shoulder. 1. Swivel. 5. 1. 2. Swivel in. 3. 4. And 5. That's 6 rounds down. We've got 1 minute 20 to go. How much can we get in the 7th round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swivel, butterfly. Come on, how much can we get in? 1, can we make it? 2, can we get the whole lot in? 3, squeeze up and in. 4, 5, come on, be powerful with the upper body. 6, last minute of the 12, 7, last minute, 8, 9, 40 seconds, 10. How much can we get? 1, push, pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Side plank with the twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 12 minutes on the dot. Let's do the last 5 reps, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. 12 minutes and 14 seconds. We got exactly 7 rounds out. Amazing work, guys. That's 70 mountain climbers, 70 butterflies, crunches, 70 squat pulses, and 35 through the needles on each side as the warm-up hit. Amazing. Amazing. Well done. Have a sip of water.